Hello, friends, and welcome to this week's live stream. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope everyone had an okay weekend, decent Monday. Tuesday's happening. Maybe you're in Wednesday. Anything's possible. Thank you for the wonderful TikTok dance, Tyler.
That's my thing.
Loved it. That's your thing?
No,
it's your thing.
TikTok dances are my thing. Move over, Charlie D'Amelio.
Just to dive into it really fast, we are going to be doing some more clickbait candle art hacks today, live. So we're going to do all of our normal intro segments, but I'm going to sneakily start microwaving some candle wax now so we can have it ready.
Yes.
Start with the little one.
Start with the little one. Start with the little one.
Yes. So while that thing is buzzing, that will be buzzing, let's start those intro segments with shirt of the day I actually put a little effort into.
Time cook?
Those have to be plugged in.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So, technical difficulties already. This is sort of like our, I would say it's the, not the dream team. It's like the persist team. Because this is the same team that we had when we did our pasta maker on set today. So things might go wrong. It might just be some kind of like cosmic force that's doing it to us. But anyway, we are here. Maybe, but we are doing shirt of the day. Actually, I put some effort into it. I chose my Shroot Farms shirt, right? Scranton, Pennsylvania. Historic Shroot Farms.
Actually, while we were on our road trip across the country
yes.
in very early January, Tyler got multiple compliments at gas stations while wearing this.
Road
gas
tripping
station compliments.
It was kind of like a good like cross-state polling thing, right? Like each state, different license plates.
Who watches The Office?
People like The Office, yeah. No, it was funny because one of them I went back to get something out of the back, and Krusty's water easel, because Krusty has a fancy water drinking thing, because he won't drink water otherwise. He needs running water to drink it.
He needs a fountain.
Just came tumbling out and smashed on the ground right in front of the guy.
That did happen.
As he was complimenting my shirt, and he was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I feel like I distracted you." And I was like, "That thing was tumbling. Don't worry about it." Anyway, so that is my shirt of the day. Pretty proud of it.
Yes.
It's a little small. I might have shrunk it in the wash.
Oh, it feels tight?
It's
just because you're getting swole.
It might be that either I'm getting swole, it shrunk in the wash, or I'm eating way too much stuff. Too much easy bake stuff. And then we have the mug of the day.
Yes. Which
is a little local Raleigh business thing, right?
Yes.
Which is our Bad Cat coffee mug from Raleigh, North Carolina.
We're big Bad Cat coffee fans because their mascot, which is actually not this cat, it's like a skeleton cat with like a normal cat head, just is Krusty.
Yeah.
Krusty is a skeleton.
It was in our first stream.
Yeah, yep.
Another candle stream.
Not hacks.
No, it was melting all the metallic candles. Yeah, no. But it was that, and I wore that as my shirt. So, yeah. Well, as you guys might know, we have done recently a candle hacks video.
Yes.
We also did a soap hack stream that got severely copyright claimed.
Yes.
It got blocked globally by 5 Minute Crafts.
5 Minute Crafts, because usually the thing is, so yeah, we've done a couple of hack streams, and usually what happens with that is like when they copyright claim it, they just like claim the revenue, and then the video stays up, and you kind of like argue back and forth with them about getting the revenue back. But with the soap hacks, they just they blocked the video.
Blocked it, yeah.
Absolutely blocked it.
But we've worked on some workarounds with it. Carly's tried multiple videos to see which ones will not get auto-flagged.
Yeah, we've tried to edit them slightly differently.
Yes.
Reverse them, flip them, add a blurred background.
Blurred background might be the winner.
We're hoping that after the stream today, we won't get blocked in all countries.
But we recently did post a Candle Hacks video where we went and found weird things that we then tried to recreate. We made like a margarita glass, which is, I think, still over there.
Yes.
Yeah, right there, yeah. We did the margarita glass.
Oh, B-roll.
We had our coffee latte one where we had to like basically hand mix it forever to make that, right, like that, to make the whipped cream. And then we also made cherry blossoms, which soft burned our fingers a couple times, but we did eventually get.
Yeah, it wasn't like a severe burn.
Yes.
It was just a mild burn, but it was painful.
The candle hacks we find are very rewarding. They look great, actually. They make for terrible candles. They are bad for your fingertips. But
I like them, actually.
Yes.
Of all the hacks we've ever done, I like them.
We have a few today that we're going to be working on. As we said, we have to like get boogieing with melting them. They're all soy wax, so we can melt them. You can't like put paraffin wax into a microwave; it will catch on fire.
Oh.
So you know.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
There is some safety protocol going on here.
Oh.
We've been, and these ones we believe are potentially doable. There's actually not a lot of evidence they're doable. But we do believe that they are faster than those other ones. So we can do them in a live stream.
Yes.
Yeah, a little staggering is necessary, but yeah.
Definitely.
Saf is taking the lead today on doing the hacks. And I'm taking the lead on gabbing. Just running my mouth because
giving droning sound bites as I melt candle wax.
Here's the story. I'll give you guys the tea, okay?
What is the tea, Tyler?
I pulled my back last week, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Like, actually, I pulled my back, like, trying to pick something up. Where, I couldn't walk for, like, a couple hours, right? And so I had been taking muscle relaxers to get some more sleep, you know, because otherwise I can't sleep because my back hurts, etc. And I took one 2 nights ago, and I missed a production meeting for this. But it was planned. Saf was going to go to the production meeting, so she knows what's going on today, and I slept through it.
I a little bit know what's going on. Tyler doesn't.
I have no clue what's going on.
So why don't you tell us what the chat has to say
Well,
while I try and keep melting
Let me give one more analogy before I go forward. Or it's kind of like when you didn't do the reading for class, and the real
and you just talk more to make up for it?
Yes, the recourse. It's like I took this one ancient empires class in college, and my approach to when I didn't do the reading about the Roman Empire was talk about Gladiator.
Oh,
the movie with Russell Crowe, and I got an A+ in class participation. I went heavy on the Gladiator. So, yes, that was the tease. We'll see if I can make it through this whole stream. My back is a little sore today, a little bit, but Saf's been doing a good job taking care of me. She's been doing the Bengay thing.
Salome pause?
Salome pausing it, right?
Yeah.
And yeah.
We've tried out a lot of drugstore back patches.
Yes.
Those have been very popular.
I would say I'm allergic to half of them, but
a couple rashes have been had.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, but I'm not doing this shirtless, so I don't have to see that. Yeah.
No.
Anyway, so that's what's going on right now.
Let me know, Carly, how much I should melt it all.
Yeah.
I'm going to melt all of it. All right, so we're just going to chat until all of the candle wax is melted before we jump into our first hack.
I'm getting some nice RIP Tyler's back. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, it's not great. I finally got over my hip thing, and now I'm on the back thing. It was a tough one because when it first happened, I was like, I don't want to seem like I'm hamming this up to Safiya.
Right.
I felt like you thought I was doing a bit.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, maybe you took it seriously. Maybe then I have more of the nefarious mind.
Yeah, I think Tyler. You do think that you do that. I didn't think you were faking it.
No, yeah, it was.
I just didn't know what to do at first.
I hit the ground like a brick, and then I basically. But Saf also got me like a pint of ice cream, so I went to town on that, and it was great because when you went to get it, because you went to the grocery store to get the Salome passes, it was like 3/4 melted when it got back, so I could just go straight through it, no brain freeze, just plowed through it. So that is our intro. We are working on a main channel video.
Give them an update on the video.
Yeah, it's
my hair's so floofy right now.
It's pretty cool. It's a little out there. I don't know if it makes sense at sometimes. It's we're trying something out with it. It's a lot of screen recording, so it's a lot of staring at the screen. But we're in the really late stages, and I think that we're we kind of have to post it on Saturday.
Yeah, we have a brand read, like a short read at the beginning.
Yeah.
So we have to upload it at a specific date. So it's going to be up on Saturday.
This is happening.
Sometime on Saturday, perhaps
Yes.
11:59 p.m.
But
Saturday.
It's a really cool video. So when you guys see it, I hope you guys will like it. We'll see what you guys think on Tuesday. But it's really cool. It's a little out there. But yeah, I'm excited about it. And so yeah. Let's see. I see the chat is talking a fair amount about the gala, the Met Gala.
And then the Met Gala. That did happen yesterday.
I saw it happening. I don't really know where I consume the content about it.
Mostly TikTok. I opened my TikTok today and it was just all people giving reviews of different people's fashions.
Yeah, there's always a fallout of the gala with a couple of weeks of how Emma Chamberlain did her makeup. You know what I'm saying? It's people who do the
Okay.
Yeah, my throat just clogged up in the middle of the
sentence. Did you just die?
That's my
really
fact.
Choked up about Emma Chamberlain's makeup.
It was so good.
Let me tell you about it.
When Harper Bazaar edited that video in the signature Emma Chamberlain style. No, it's there's always a couple weeks of it. You see the content, so I feel like that's how I tend to follow along with it.
Yeah.
I think I saw some stuff on TikTok about it. Yeah. Anyway.
What else is happening?
What else is happening in the chat here?
Nom nom nom. I feel a little bit edited out in my brain because we were editing today as well.
People are asking me where my shirt is from. I think it's from.
I think I got it at Urban.
You got it? You got it from me? It was a birthday present, wasn't it?
I think it was Christmas. Maybe it was birthday.
Yeah.
Maybe it was birthday.
You got me some quality like TV show swag in the last couple of years.
Yeah, Tyler doesn't really buy clothes for himself, so
No.
his clothes are either literally from his school days, like all the way from like elementary school.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm wearing those gym shorts right now. I'm wearing the my Radnor Valley High gym shorts. It's from the Little League basketball team that I was on when I was 7.
Yep.
They didn't keep track of score.
Tyler literally still wears clothes from when he was 7.
It's got a good elastic band
most of
here.
his
Yeah.
adult-sized T-shirts are stuff that I bought him.
Well, when we did our like,
There are some things that are a little bit on the preppier side, maybe some quarter zips. Those his mom bought him.
Yeah.
So that's where that you got.
that is
That's
the clothing breakdown.
That's
yeah.
it.
Well, when we did our professional organization video, like we like Marie Kondoed, right? Like our closet. So there was a lot of decluttering, and I feel like I've lost a fair amount of my gym shorts. I'm down to like 4 or 5. It's a good rotation, but it's pretty thin. So I've been wearing a lot of these Little League shorts. And I think we're getting close right now. This might be the last buzz.
Yes.
On getting the soy wax melted so that we can start diving in. Because once we get going, it's all about timing, I feel like, with candles.
Yeah.
Medium temperature, etc. Do we have hacks we should be reacting to kind of tease it up? Or should we show them the first one when we're ready to jump in for the first one?
Maybe we should show them the first one now.
Yeah.
But Tyler's right. Kind of similar to the soap hack stream, we are going to have to be doing things like sort of in a staggered fashion. So we're going to have to start a hack and then halfway through, while something's cooling, like transition to the next hack and then come back to it.
Yes.
But
you know, I saw Mark in there said, "Boo Radnor Valley. They always beat us in swimming." So yeah, it was. Listen, it was
no.
it was a Little League basketball league. I'm not even sure if it exists anymore.
We can't do this.
It was again. They didn't keep track of scoring. You know, so yeah.
We can't do this Philly metropolitan area
Let's not get into that.
clashes.
Let's not get into that.
School rivalries. We can't do that. All right. Let's show the good people the first hack that we're going to be doing. The
Yes.
first candle hack.
Okay.
Here you go. All right, you got an old candle. Sorry for the microwave. You stick some ice into the melted old candle, and it turns into a cool textured thing. And look at it. Go.
See,
It's revamped.
it looks
revamped.
easy, right? So
Does it look easy?
it
I
looks
don't know.
easy. I don't know.
Let's
I mean,
see it one more time. Let's see if it looks easy.
it's like 2 steps here. So again, you got an old sorry candle. You
Melt
throw it in
it,
there.
ice, cool texture, take it out of there, boom, new candle.
Listen, this could be a
Looks
great
good.
hack for us. You know, we have a lot of heavily used candles. We have a cat that literally craps everywhere.
Yeah, we use a lot of
So our
candles.
apartment just smells of cat crap. And so we could just, you know, we have a lot of used candles. Just take that, revamp them. Hey, now they're ice candles. Right?
I think we're almost done. We're almost melted.
No, I think that this has been good. I mean, you're blasting this thing over there. I think that you know, someone said Tyler's falling apart already because of my voice. But hey, I think I pushed through that. Okay, so we're hanging in there.
But yeah, no, I've been in an editing brain freeze kind of because a lot of the B-roll for the next video is like screen recording. And so it's a lot of like cropping out things and like moving things. It's like, it's very annoying.
It's very formatting heavy.
Yeah, it's a lot of like internet windows.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but I think it's really coming along. I mean, the visuals for this stuff is very cool and interesting. And we had to kind of film it like in a wacky style where we kind of had to like film everything, and then we had to coordinate with a partner to kind of get it all like this service done to it. It's gonna be cool. Maybe if you follow our social media, you have a feel for what it is, because we've been like basically spamming our Instagram and our like YouTube community tab and stuff to get these things done. So it's kind of we're going for some feedback. So
All right.
All right,
Okay,
ready to rock?
we're melted.
yeah,
Bada bing, bada boom.
Zach Soulsby is a fan of the Bad Cat coffee mug.
Yeah.
Bad Cat coffee,
Ow.
right? Yeah.
Here's the wax. Wax.
Can you dig it?
Wow. Oh, it's kind of pretty actually.
Yeah.
The glass is shiny.
Yeah, you're very easy to please when it comes to
Ooh.
melted things. Yes. Okay. Great. Oh, let's
Okay,
do this.
so here we go. Where's my thing? Here's the container. We have 2. Basically, I'm gonna pour some wax in here and then put some ice in.
I would put the ice in first.
Just kidding,
So that
we're gonna-
there's no splash.
Yes.
That's just my opinion.
Ice.
Ice first, then wax.
I'm your sous chef once again.
Do it.
Right? Okay.
Now, I will say that I think that our ice is chunkier. Their ice was a bit more crushed, which might make for a different texture.
You think?
But I think that we should be able to achieve the same effect. Here.
How much ice you want, Soph?
I think we're just in the way of this. Yep, there.
Soph-
Just completely in the way.
Soph Ramsey. Right? Because you're the master chef, right? Soph Ramsey?
I'm the Iron Chef.
Yeah. That's what, Alex Gurnishelli?
What kind of sandwich are you?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make you an ice sandwich.
Oh yeah. An idiot sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, geez, it's more about what the filling is in that case, Saf.
Will you give me a little more?
Okay, you want some?
Yeah, I want them to be like, I want them to be kind of broken up.
You want heaping?
Maybe.
Me heaping?
Yeah.
That
That looks pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. We're doing color.
Should I do the hottest wax or the coolest
The
wax?
hottest.
All
The
right.
hottest.
Big one, yeah.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to pour the hottest wax we
You
have.
want to color it?
No, yes, I do.
Carly and I are thinking
See,
alike
I
right now,
was
Saf.
at-
I said that.
I was at the production meeting, and yet here I still am.
Yes.
All right, what color would you like to make our candle wax?
I think that's
We
your
have
choice. head chef.
yellow, green, blue, and pink. The chat can tell us.
Yeah.
Yellow, green, blue, or pink?
In 20 seconds, they can tell us.
Yellow,
Yeah.
green, blue, or pink? Just keep chanting it.
Yeah.
Here are the candle colorants. These candle colorants have actually, they made it across the United States of America.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we literally packed these. These came with us.
Were they in the pod or were they in the car with us?
In the pod. They were
Okay.
not so important to go in the car with the cat, but you know, we did pack them.
Yeah. Well, this isn't really. Is it in the video? Basically, at every. Oh, there's a lot
I
of.
see pink and blue in the chat.
Why don't we put pink and blue in there?
Okay,
A little
sure.
mix action.
A little Sleeping Beauty action.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
This wasn't really in the moving video, but basically like every place we went to, just because we had a lot of stuff in our car of like varying values, but there were some things like our hard drive that are like very valuable.
Here we go, it's going
We
in.
had to basically unpack our car at every location and then repack it, despite like when we got in. Can we get a little lower on that? Oh, racking into frame.
And I'll put the blue in.
Yeah.
Blue, blue, blue.
So
Nope, that's green. That's green.
I don't know if these guys
Mayday.
were that valuable to be coming
Mayday,
in and out
green.
of every single place.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we were just like, we'll definitely use this.
No, once you get the candle stuff, it's like hard to track down candle supplies, I feel like.
It is objectively, and weirdly, there was like a shortage of candle stuff like at some point earlier this year when we were pre-producing our candle hacks video.
Oh, yeah.
Like we had a hard time finding gel wax. It
That's
was
why
so
Inez got
bizarre.
that crazy giant gel one.
All right, here
which
I'm
is
gonna mix
awesome.
the colorant in. All right, the blue one. I did put pink in there. It's kind of like a nice. I actually think I put more pink in there than blue, but clearly the blue was much more
Just so
potent.
strong.
Few comments about you not understanding color theory stuff. I feel like every time we mix colors together, everyone's like, I don't know.
No, yeah, people do say that. That's true.
There is probably somewhere it's out there. But
It's
when
kind of like a royal blue.
when we did our drugstore Franken video, I tried to find like more info on how to predict colors through like color theory. And I know there's that one guy on TikTok who like mixes like paints together. And he's like excellent at it, but I don't know where it is. So I'd be happy to learn more about it.
Pour it all over,
Let's
right,
go.
Carly?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ooh.
That's a good color candle, Saf. That looks like winter candy apple. No, which one? It's like one of those like snowflake ones that they have from Bath and Body Works.
It's actually a pretty
I
blue.
know candles.
It's definitely going to have more of like a chunkier pattern rather
Yeah.
than sort of like a crushed ice pattern.
Okay.
I said that already.
I think
But
I think that any success
but I think it looks cool.
will be a success.
Oh, you can actually see it hardening. It's like a
Yeah.
nice light blue. Do you see?
Oh.
What'd I do?
Well, the chat was saying the wick, but I think the wick comes afterwards.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, I get that did seem no. In the video, I think they do it at some point later. Basically, we just skewer a hole in the
Yes.
middle
Guys, don't worry.
and then put the wick through that way.
Carly is here. Carly has
Carly would
watched
have
these
screamed.
videos
Carly
forward
would have
and
shrieked at me.
backwards. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about
You
it.
could try it that way for the second one if you want.
Oh,
we're doing
sure.
we're doing a second one. Oh,
Yeah,
we'll do
just
just
give
for
room
safe.
for error.
Okay, let's do it. All right, ice coming back
Should
in.
I pour one of these into here, or just use the rest of this?
Use the rest of that.
Do you want John Wick it?
Eh?
Do you want John Wick it?
What does that mean?
Put the wick in first.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? John Wick.
John Wick.
John Wick.
I don't know if anyone saw the new trailer for the new Matrix movie, but I mean, hey, we got Keanu Reeves, Always Be My Maybe. He was in that. Now, John Wick, he's obviously did 3 of those. Now he's back
Keanu
in
Reeves, famous for Always Be My Maybe.
his guest star appearance and Always Be My Maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, you want me to just pull? Oh, you hold. I'll do all the rest.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
What do you think?
I like it.
Ah.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
Dude,
This one, I gotta re-break this one. I gotta break this one up. No, I got it. Put them in. Ooh.
Okay, now try. Yes. Oops. This one is blocking the view. I'm doing great, guys.
Yeah. Some of these are like, they're kind of stuck together.
Perfect. I think I have less wax this time, so you can kind of give me a little less ice, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let me do one more little baby handful. Ooh,
oh my god, I am literally blocked the view of that. I'm so sorry.
No worries. All right, here we go. Let me sneak over and grab this. How hot is the Pyrex?
Woohoo.
Yeah, it's not so bad. All right, I
was
want to
gonna
pour it
give
on
you-
you, though. You want to get a little bit more pink? Okay, let me toothpick it. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Soy waxes
Can't really see
do smell solid, I gotta say. I really like the way they smell. This is actually a great color, if this works. Ready?
I think I actually might not have mixed it all the way because there's a little bit of swirls going on over there, but let's see. Go
Should
for
we go
it.
to the action cam?
Woohoo! Oh yeah.
That's a great color.
Oh.
I'm getting a xenon purple from this one.
You give me just a
You want a little bit more?
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Okay. And now we wait.
The wick's a little off center, but that's light. Oh, there. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Let me put this over here. I actually really like that. Almost like not fully mixed in purple gives it a little bit of a vibe. You know?
Here they are.
It's a mood, right?
1, 2. I think there is a covert battery change happening behind the scenes.
It's
Great.
happening.
Love it. Love everything about it.
As long as the power stays on the TriCaster, we're good.
As long as the power doesn't go out in our entire house
Yes.
again, then
Yes.
we should be okay.
Yeah, knock on wood. That's why I have a big wooden table, just in case. Okay, so that is candle hack 1, and obviously with the candles we gotta wait. So we're gonna let that one sit, and then we're gonna start doing other ones so we can keep the ball rolling. Okay.
Absolutely.
What is the second one we want to do? I think it was potentially egg candle. Was that number 2?
Yes.
From the thumbnail to the screen. Here we go. So
I'm gonna get into that in 1 second. Sorry.
basically, what you do is you take candle wax, you pour it into an ice cream scooper.
Oh my god,
and then
I
you
missed
let it harden there, so that it becomes a yolk essentially, and then that is part of your candle, and you basically make the rest of the egg white around it, so you have like a nice sunny side up fried egg. And the dynamic here really is that you don't want your wax to be super hot, so it actually can cool down
I like eggs.
in there.
Will you do me a favor, Carly, and play that again because I
will.
completely missed it.
It was
I
very
missed
quick.
it. Great.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Make yolk in ice or not in ice. Put yolk onto other wax. You have an egg. Great.
Oh
Love
yeah,
it.
it was kind of in ice. Was that to cool it down faster?
Yeah, but I think that we're just gonna live our lives.
Well, we got some ice down
You
there.
could do it if you wanted
Yeah.
to. I never did, but
Let's do it.
We can do the hack as it was intended to be done, Safiya.
We can do the hack.
Think about
Also-
how meticulous those instructions were.
Also, if we have a Cam B battery, we can show the good people our ones that they can't see from the last hack, and then we can move on to yolk. Yolk
Chelsea
making.
Smith asked a good question. How do they get the wick through the yolk? Some questions we may never know.
What we're gonna do is we're going to. Oh yeah, those look good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drill through the yolk with a skewer.
Oh, are we?
Yes,
It's kebab time, baby.
we are going to kebab it.
We're gonna shish this, right?
We're gonna shish it.
Is shish the process of putting it onto the skewer?
No, I
'Cause
think
kebab is also
shish might be the meat.
shish kebab.
I think kebab is the device.
Okay, got it.
Kebab is the form.
I'm not that well versed on it. Don't hit your head.
I don't
Come back
know
up.
actually.
Yeah.
I don't know that much either.
Well, maybe the chat will know the different sort of etymologies of the kebab lingo. Okay, so
Here we go.
we have this coming in. Which one do you want to use for this one?
Oh.
There's things going on behind the scenes.
So I just have to color one of these waxes yellow.
Uh-huh. Okay. Which one? That guy? That guy? This one's kind of slower.
Which one, Carly, is the yolk?
they have the exact same amount in each.
Great. So I'm gonna go for the smallest one to be the yolk. Yep. We're gonna go with this one to
The
be the
smaller
yolk.
Pyrex.
The
Yeah.
smaller Pyrex.
It's souvlaki, says Maria V. I have had a souvlaki before. They're delicious. But I'm just wondering, they probably know. But I'm trying to mine
I think
this.
maybe they're just
Yeah.
ignoring. They're just like over it. All right, I'm gonna add some yellow colorant to this wax so we can turn it into our yolk.
Shish is the
One.
stick.
2, 3, Boar. Cute.
No, kebab is the food itself. The shish is the stick, which is usually metal.
Oh.
So this is the shishing.
But okay,
right?
Yeah.
And then the kebabbing is going to be, the yolk is going to be the kebab.
Yes.
In this case, yeah. I believe, yeah.
So you were right. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
It's one of my proudest moments. I look at this slightly cattywampus angle. It's like kind of like,
I like it.
House of Leaves. Is this frame actually crooked, or is it just the room growing? Right? Oh.
House of Leaves. What's that?
That's a book about like where it's like it's supposed to like play with your sanity as you read it, where like the dimensions of the house change and like they change like how like the pages are printed and stuff as you go, and it's supposed to be like sort of like a 4D reading experience. House of Leaves. Never read it.
You're taking your assignment of just chatting in the background very seriously.
What else am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm literally standing here with a shish in my hand. Okay.
Ready to kebab.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pour the yellow wax in. Here we go. These are actually melon ballers / like ice cream scoopers.
Melon.
Oh, I over.
Because they're on an angle, right?
You can't.
Oh, yeah, we're fine. It's
fine.
We're just gonna push.
We're gonna
here.
keep going.
Yeah. Melon. We're rewatching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we should have led with that.
What?
We should have led with that.
That is big news. Yeah, we're going all 3 movies. We're going to pretend like the Hobbit series doesn't exist, and we're going extended edition. Saf's never seen the extended edition, so it's nice that Saf hasn't seen the movie in a long time, so now she doesn't know what is extended edition and what isn't.
I forget.
So it's just like, why are they having this long conversation about Elven? And it's like, well, this is the extended edition. You know?
Yeah.
This is for the stands.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah, we're watching the extended edition of Lord of the Rings, and it is like watching the entirety of Stranger Things all the way through, like seasons 1, 2, and 3. Because there's like 10 hours of content.
So it's on HBO Max, and each one is like 4 hours long, but they have legitimately 30 minutes of credits for each movie.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like they're really 3.5 hours, which is still crazy, but it's not quite as insane as the 12 hours of content.
So I've poured some yellow wax into our melon baller ice cream scoopers to make our yolks. And the reason that I made 3 is to have multiple attempts. But now, yes, Carly?
Try to skewer the one, is it?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah, well, Tyler, you can go for it.
This is my, hey.
While I'm
Stand back.
Here, I'll chat in the background.
Stand back while I skewer here.
So Tyler's going to skewer our previous
all the
hack.
way through?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, let's do this. Come on. Oh. Ooh, oh, oh, da, 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 da.
What is this? What are these noises?
Should I just want me to stick it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shished.
Great.
The candle bob.
Well, we kebabbed this.
You see what I did?
We shished it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Candle bob. Pretty good.
Get out.
This is what I'm doing.
Leave.
This is the Tyler Variety Hour. Welcome to hell.
So I made 3 yolks, so we
Yeah.
could have multiple attempts, but we're not going to make like the body of the egg white now because we want the yolks to be harder, and we want the egg white to not be completely hard when we combine them together. So we could try and put these on the ice as they showed in the hack, and then we can move on to the next thing.
Let's do that. Yeah, I like that. Because you know what?
You want that
5
one?
Minute Craft says jump, and we say how high.
Ah!
Right? We're very loyal followers.
Can we have this one?
Yeah.
of the
Great.
hack.
That's why that's there. In
We
case
would
you
never.
wanted to use that.
We would never besmirch the good name of 5 Minute Crafts. Please don't.
I think we do it a
copyright.
lot, actually.
No, that's like I think the bit.
I think
that's why they're angry at us.
I think we besmirch them a fair amount. We're smirchers.
How dare we?
Okay, go for it.
Sorry, I'm more of a Crafty Panda fan.
Honestly, I like Crafty Panda.
Crafty Panda, yeah. They put more effort into their storytelling.
Because I'm sure
Yeah.
we've done this bit before because of that one video from Crafty Panda about photo video hacks.
It's not a bit, it's reality. Right?
What's reality?
I mean, I'm saying that,
It really happened. Yeah.
it's a real thing that, yeah.
It's not fake.
They have great royalty-free music, and we just,
Got me lovesick. Got me so lovesick. Love it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's got me lovesick.
Yeah, it's, that should be, maybe we should change the intro song.
To that.
To that, yeah. So everyone
Only that.
can have that stuck in their head. Yeah.
Okay, it's the yolks are still a little wet,
Let's give it a second.
so I'm a little nervous.
Okay.
And
Wait.
you'll eventually have to skewer those too before they're fully hard.
Ooh.
So I don't. Will that be possible when it's in the ice? Question.
I can let this sit in the ice, but
What's that going to accomplish?
it can just be like that.
It's closer to cold.
It's closer to cold.
Yes, getting colder. That's what I would say. The chat does like the look of these candles as we're going right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So these have a positive review.
What else are they up to?
What is the chat up to? These
Yes.
are great colors, by the way. I think that last drop of the pink, adding a nice ombre in there.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
Yeah.
It looks really
Galaxy
crazy.
candles.
It does look a little galaxy.
Yeah.
And we'd probably need a little bit more like of a white star color and maybe like a darker navy sky. But it has the vibe.
Yeah.
All right, so the yolks are hardening. Now post yolk.
You can start putting the water in the microwave.
Great.
Yeah.
This is my yellow wax.
Okay.
All right, so next up, what we're gonna do is we are going to do a different hack that does not require us to craft our own candle from scratch. We are going to be twisting pillar candles into braided candles.
Oh yeah, this one.
You are essentially supposed to do as the Con Air hair twisting machine does to your hair to the candles.
That was just molding clay. Let's get real. Whatever they were just doing was clearly just
I know,
Play-Doh.
it does not look like wax at all.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So,
apparently this was a trend on TikTok, and apparently people have done this successfully before.
people like this one.
People like this one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my
This is
yolk
a good
is
opportunity
really,
for me to show off my forearm strength.
because the ice is melting, the yolk is getting asymmetric. It's okay, I'm just gonna
Right.
let it
You
sit
have
there.
two other good ones.
Yeah. This is the experimental one, Saf.
All right, so I'm gonna grab some water.
Get the big one. There's two big ones back there.
Great, I got a big one.
You know what we could consider doing is
you wanna get
making
that big one, Ty?
spin-off crafts channel. 4-minute crafts. And
4-minute crafts.
we come in there. No, we have too much water
We
now.
just needed the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carly has this
That's a
system with
backup.
water. It's excellent, where she puts giant pitchers of water in the corners, and it's sort of like auxiliary water
Just in case.
to douse, in case
3?
there's an impromptu fire, in case your paraffin wax just lights a blaze.
Which one should we try and twist? Maddie wants purple. I think we could do pink and blue
Yeah.
to mimic our other one.
Yeah.
I have orange, blue, yellow, green, white, black. My high school colors were blue and orange.
These things are solid.
I know. They're
Well-
actually, they're,
They sound weird.
In honor of Radnor Valley basketball, we could do blue and white. You know what I'm saying?
who are you?
You know what's funny? I don't
Who
think.
are you?
Is it your Balto 2 reference?
It is.
Does that come out in every single? No, that was in our Lipstick from Scratch video. Though.
It
That
was.
was not in the last candle videos.
No.
Yeah.
Tyler finished the coffee.
The thing is, I'm not even sure that basketball league was even in Radnor Valley. I'm just saying. It just, throw that out there.
What are you talking about? What's happening?
What is happening?
All right.
Orange and black's off.
People want orange. Oh, for Halloween?
They're also getting some orange and purple vibes in there too. I don't know what that is.
Orange and purple because they're two things that don't rhyme with other things. Is that why?
They got some spooky vibes to them, don't you think? Like Michael's has kind of a purple and orange Halloween vibe to it. They are related in Halloween, don't you think?
Purple is an auxiliary Halloween color.
If you're making
It
your
is.
array of Halloween stickers, you're going purple for the spiders, man.
I think orange and black would be good. Let's do
Okay.
orange and black for Halloween. I see that. I feel that. I respect the chat's decision. Purple.
Hey, by the way, I was looking at the comments on the last stream, and people did know my Dayman reference.
Your what reference?
My Always Sunny in Philadelphia dance. They did
Okay,
know.
okay,
They knew
okay,
what I was talking
okay.
about there. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm just letting you know. Okay, it was not that obscure of a reference. It's pretty good. It's mainstream.
Someone out there knew.
What
Yes.
do the yolks look like?
The yolks look.
They could be shished.
They're pretty liquid still.
Yeah, that guy could be shished.
Actually, the one that's in the ice is a little bit less liquid, but it's still pretty liquid.
Yeah, you want to shish it?
How liquid do you think it should be?
You can shish it several times
Okay.
because if you wait too long, it'll just crack.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on. Let me get.
The Zillennial version of a shish kebab is a sheesh kebab. Sheesh.
wow.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was.
Listen, guys, you staffed me in this stream as the vocal entertainment, okay?
I'm deceased.
All right, let me do this. I'm waiting for the chat to see that part.
Yeah.
I'm curious how they're going to react to that. Okay, should I go in?
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to get in here? Close. Okay, let's do this. That's liquid.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's not yeah. I got nothing. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so do you want to do blue and white? Orange and black, the chat says. My pitch was blue and pink. I opened you. My pitch was blue and pink to match our other candle, and you want to do blue and white for Radnor Valley.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah. Literally basketball. I'm not sure there is a Radnor Valley school specifically. There's a Radnor High School.
Oh.
But there's not a Radnor Valley High School.
Oh.
Maybe there is. Why do I say these things? I feel like I just got in trouble.
It's warm. Warm?
Yeah.
Warm.
You're gonna pour that into one of the vases that you just put in.
Why did I put them away?
I don't know.
Where did they go?
They're on the ground.
Don
Why did I do
McEnany says, I was just in Philly last week and I went to Pat's. And I will say, for a cheesesteak, right across the street from Pat's and Geno's is an Insomnia Cookies that has like this ridiculous speakeasy that we tried to go to for a TikTok when we were up in New York.
Yes, it is a cookie speakeasy that's open till like 4 a.m.
And it had an hour-and-a-half line at like midnight. It's
Yeah.
crazy, and they have all these cool neon lights and these special things. So if you don't want a cheesesteak, but you're right next to it, I think that place looked cool. I did not get in.
We didn't get in.
We didn't get in. they put the velvet rope right in front of us. They said, "You get out."
All right. I'm gonna actually start off, just in case I do a bad job with the first one, with the blue and pink.
You know, that almost knocked over the yolks. Close call.
Can you show me the video again, Carly?
I sure can.
Okay. Head down.
I didn't do that.
No. You did it butt down?
Yeah, so I could just like lay it in there.
Great. That makes sense. And then twist, basically.
And then twist?
All right, here we go. All right, great. So I'm just gonna let these sit in there for a second. How long?
Like 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh, 3 to 5 minutes. Oh, should I put them all in? No, maybe.
I would wait.
Wait, okay, not
The funny
yet.
thing
Just
is,
in
Ninja
case
Kirby
this goes
says,
horribly.
shish kebab is actually the correct pronunciation of it. So, there you go.
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
And you can actually probably just like not even hold them. Like I think
Oh,
you
magic.
know. Yeah, that's why I have
Magic.
Should we put multiples in?
No, Carly said no.
Okay.
I asked Carly and
could.
she said,
It's literally up to you, but I just am worried that it will not work.
I think that I might try and shish kebab this yolk again. Well, I might tap it. It's hard to say. I don't think so. Yeah, no, not ready yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sensing a little bit of a Pats and Geno's beefing in the chat right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Team Pats, Team Geno's. I've heard that Geno's is a very good pork sandwich. Pats is the one I went to when the Eagles lost to the Patriots in 2004. So, you know, I went there as like sort of like if I do something really Philly, maybe the Eagles will win the Super Bowl, but they lost. Yeah, close game though. Close game.
What's happening right now? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh.
This Mons Mendoza has asked us multiple times, and it's the Gilmore Girls. You know, the eternal question of are you more of a Team Chris, Team Max, or Team Jason?
Is it going to become a
Team Jason. Who's Jason?
Jason's the guy who's her dad's business partner.
Oh,
Are you just
Jason.
going to turn into a Gilmore Girls stream
We
right
don't
now?
have to go. I think we've gone down the Gilmore Girls.
We've done
path
this before.
a couple times. Yeah. So
Candle hacks might be more active than Pop and Cookin'.
Yeah. No, we actually have to kind of be focused here. This is all a temperature game here.
I'm just here watching Max Welt.
Max Medina.
Max Medina from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Man, what a day. What a week.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This one's actually a serious comment. Someone said that I should be tested for cat scratch fever because maybe my hip pains are related to that. I think that the thing is that that's not implausible. Because Krusty's
definitely not.
He's not the cleanest cat, but he doesn't have diseases, and he goes to the hospital sort of often for a cat because he's so geriatric.
Krusty is really gross, but yeah, you're right. He does often go to the hospital. So I feel like if he had something really bad, they would have caught it by now.
We always think they were taking Krusty to the hospital for like his final visit, and they're like, nah, this cat is completely fine. He's essentially a cockroach.
Yeah, that's basically we get told that every time we take him to like the emergency vet. They're like, now a cat's this old, like you know.
We get the talk. Here, let me try to scare this guy.
we definitely get the talk.
The thing is,
and then he comes out of blood work, and they're like, actually, he's great.
The thing is that Krusty is kind of like Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. So Keith Richards did so many drugs.
Where people are not even sure
how he's alive.
Yeah.
Keith Richards did so many drugs when he was like in his heyday in like the 60s and 70s that they study his blood because he's still alive.
Oh wow.
They don't know how he's still alive. So like they're like he must have something about him that is like more resistant to like the stuff that he used to take.
Superhuman.
Who did you say?
Keith Richards, the guitarist from the Rolling Stones. Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, went all the way through?
Yeah.
Do you want to try those ones or no?
Yeah. So Krusty's sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Krusty is Keith
Krusty
Richards.
is a little less rich than Keith Richards, but he is, you know.
Only a little.
He's not a guitarist of the Rolling Stones. Go figure. But
is it still wet?
I think it's good for an initial skewer.
Ooh, that one looks wet still.
Yeah, they are still wet, but I think
Okay.
it's good to kind of get it going. Tourists go to Pat's, locals go to Gino's. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Like there's a beef that's emerging. But you know, I feel like at the end of the day, Pat's and Gino's are sort of like they're like eternal allies, right? They're right next to each other as like a beacon of neon lights.
Yeah.
You know, so people see them.
All right.
See if they like.
Krusty's a rock star, I
You
agree.
kind of press it into the bottom. Does it bend?
Christina
Oh, yeah, a
Zolkowski
little.
says
A little.
petition to make
Think it's
Krusty's
enough?
middle name Keith.
No, not yet.
You hear that?
Krusty Keith Richards?
Yeah.
Krusty Keith Williams?
What is his last name? Is it Nygaard or is it Williams?
Probably Williams.
I think that we've kind of gone like 50-50 every time we go into the vet. We, you know, because again, he goes to the vet all the time and he's been to multiples.
Right.
We always kind of like put a different name in.
Yeah.
Well, originally his name was going to be Crouton
Well, originally his full name was Crouton.
because it sounds more official. Not his name is Krusty.
Somehow better than Krusty. I don't know, not so much anymore, but people used to give us a really hard time about naming our cat Krusty. Like, why would you be so mean to him to name him Krusty? It's like, have you seen him? Have you looked at his face?
Yeah.
Also, cats have no idea what you're saying, so.
It's true.
This is a good one. Misanthropy says Krusty is Keith Richards' Horcrux. Interesting concept.
Oh my god.
That would be awesome.
I
That would be
actually
so
have
cool.
wondered, like, you know, in passing, not a real thought, but like just a passing thought. I was like, I wonder if Krusty is like some animagus, you know what I mean? Who like is just like, you know,
Yeah,
a
he's
wizard
Peter
who's
Parker.
been trapped with us for like 6 years
Yeah.
in a cat's body.
Yeah. I think no.
Horcrux, I'm not sure.
I think that there's.
I feel like you could find better animals to put your Horcrux in than like a really demented old runt cat. Like I feel like you want something, feel more staying power.
Yeah.
Maybe a turtle or something.
We did hypothesize very originally that Krusty was like a cosmic test. Like
Right.
the test of the crone, right? It's like if you don't take care of him, he will curse you. Right?
Yeah,
So
we
we're
like
sort of
literally thought
a-
it was like a test from above. Like,
Yeah.
will you take care of this old, like, gross cat? It's a test of character.
Yeah, because he looks so much like my childhood cat.
Right.
So that was like weird. I was like, oh my god, that's my cat. What's he doing outside all of a sudden? And he's young and freshly
Yeah.
born, and then it turned out he was old and geriatric.
All right, I am going to take these out of here now and then try and twist them.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing about Krusty is, and Tyler's childhood cat, is that they're similar ages.
Yes, my childhood cat lived to be 17. Like he was an old cat, and I think
Do I
he's
start from the top? Twisting from the top?
That's what I did.
Yeah,
he's
all right,
only
let's try it.
3 years older than Krusty, which is insane.
Oh my god.
Well, when people say, I've seen people say, "Oh, Krusty's older than me" in the chat and comments and stuff like that, and it's like,
Oh,
but he's also 21, so
Oh.
it's not even like he can legally drink.
Oh.
He's older than a lot of people.
oh.
He's barely not a Zoomer. Like he's almost.
He's almost a millennial?
Actually, a millennial.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, whoa! Stop! That's working.
Oh.
Yeah, you're doing good.
More.
What are these noises? They. It's almost like a chant that focuses. Whoa! You're gonna stop there?
Wait, I don't want to stop there. I just don't know how to get the bottom.
Oh, you want me to try? Oh yeah, there you go.
Is this good?
Twist it.
Is this good?
It looks like that one gummy snack that used to be a twisted, taffy. Remember that thing? No. Okay.
Yeah. It kind of looks like a voluptuous lady.
Maybe get the tips a little.
The tips weren't in the water, so they don't really have a lot of heat on them. Let me,
Okay.
if I like dunk its dunk its head in there, maybe it'll be okay.
That can't be great with a wick in terms of its usability.
No, it'll
Or does
dry.
it evaporates? Yeah. Okay.
It'll
got
dry.
It. Got it.
It's
Got it.
fine.
I love when people
while
start-
this is happening, I'm going to start soaking the next ones in here.
And you
Wait.
can move on to the next one. All those are soaking too.
Right, the
Great.
vamp pack.
The vamp pack.
Right.
How skewered are those yolks?
Oh, let me double skewer them. Let me sheesh them. And I'm not just pandering to the millennials on TikTok. I am also trying to use the official terminology here.
Oh.
I could go for a good kebab, like a lula.
Oh yeah.
A lula, yeah. That is the one cuisine I've been missing since moving from LA. Is a good lula kebab.
There is a lot of kebab in LA, to be fair.
It is wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think the tips are really going to get more twisted than that.
Yeah.
People in the chat were suggesting that we microwave versus put it in water, but I'm nervous that would
They're paraffin.
melt it faster.
They melt very quick.
Yeah.
I put the water in for 4 minutes and it just completely
Melted the
I
candles.
put
Yeah.
them-
Okay, so we're in a delicate balance here, people. But this is what I got.
That's not bad at all.
It's kind of like two snakes mating,
Oh yeah, that's how they mate.
or Kim Kardashian's
Dude.
perfume bottles.
I saw a video on TikTok of two snakes in Australia, like venomous snakes.
Can't stand on its
mating,
own, though.
Just like in the middle of like a street in Melbourne.
Just going at it. How?
Yeah,
Yeah, nope,
doing
can't
that thing.
stand.
Doing the nasty.
Yeah, too busy doing the deed. Can't stand.
Yeah.
Can't stand. But not bad. All right, so
And
these
he
ones
says,
are
Tyler,
in
if you've
here.
never been to John's Water Ice, you can't be from Philly. I've definitely been to
I'm
John's Water,
actually-
but I think I'm more of a Rita's guy. Is
Carly,
that
what would happen if I
blasphemous?
did soak them all at the same time?
Go
I'm going to
ahead.
soak them all at the same time. So while these guys are soaking, Tyler, do you want to do our vamp hack while I soak and twist these, or no?
Sorry, what?
I have a question, Carly.
Yes.
So now that we're at this point where we have some candles that are twisted, or one candle that's twisted, and we have some in the works, and we have a yolk that is skewered, should we make should we finish off the yolk? Like finish off the egg, I mean?
The white of the egg dries very, very quickly.
Okay.
So like once you have the yolk and you can take it out of the thing is when you should do the white of the yolk.
Let's see. Do you think we can take it out yet?
If it looks dry to you,
Does it look dry?
I think so. We'll see.
What do
About
you
to
guys
find
think?
out. It's dry. It's dry.
Yeah?
Trust me, I'm the sous chef.
So
All right, ready? Here it comes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Melon.
if this doesn't work, that's okay. Because we have more.
Pop it. Oh, you want here? Oh. Here, let me. You want me to step in?
No, I'm breaking it.
You want me to jump in here?
Yeah, I'm breaking it.
Yeah, let me get it. All right,
If
ready?
you break it, I'll massage it back together.
All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2.
Oh!
I think I broke the thing.
Here, let me try and extract it.
Okay, yeah. Want to dig it out?
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah, I broke the thing. Yeah. The melon baller.
Does it have to be unlocked?
Is it locked? You think that's?
I don't know. What's happening right now?
I don't know. It's kind of. It's not. It's kind of stuck down here. Is actually where it's stuck. You want to try to get those guys out before it gets too hard?
I'm going to skewer these
Yeah,
out.
This guy broke out.
Well, no. I feel like if we just skewered it out, it could work.
Let's do it.
Can that go back in or no?
That little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, for no reason.
Okay,
though.
that's
Yeah.
fine. All right, that's fine.
Oh, here we go. Oh no, yeah, no.
Ah,
Hold on.
is this all because I overfilled them?
I don't think so, Saf. Yeah, this one's just falling apart.
I think the one on the outside is the one that I used. So that one you could probably
Here.
squeeze and it would work.
Let me try to get
It's
it.
dry. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Ready? Oh.
Yeah,
oh.
get it. Nope.
Oh man. Ruh-roh.
Okay, pause. All right, we have one that is still intact that's in mine.
It's still in play. It's still in play.
Is it? I think it must be because I overfilled them.
You think? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's what's messing with the
The
scooping
contraption.
mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one might still be able to come out actually.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I might be able to hide it as I just completely wreck it by accident. Yeah. Damn. It's tough.
Oh. Nope.
So here's the plan C.
Plan C.
The yolk
Tell us about
that I
it.
had is underneath the table.
Oh, plan C. Oh wow, this thing looks incredible. How'd you get this out so well?
I don't know.
Okay, so that was completely live. Like that was messa. That was just a fail. That was a completely live yolk fail.
Yes.
In fact, this actually looks really realistically like egg yolk, like
It does.
crumbled egg yolk. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit just like, I wouldn't say gross, but it's a bit off-putting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of yolk.
So we still
But
have room.
Carly has pre-made a yolk for us to use in this exact scenario, in this exact fail scenario.
Well, I saw a comment or a chat one time recently where someone said, "Oh, like it would be better if you never pre-tried any of them." And you're like, do you understand what the rate of failure would be? Like, I don't think we would accomplish because Carly has to go through like multiple iterations on almost all of these things to get them to work. And there is a thing down here. This is actually a good time for us to share what's down there, Carly.
Oh,
in terms
yeah, I
of
can,
Oh,
show the, I can show the hack that
yeah,
I was trying
there's
to
one
do.
hack that we found. It's in every one of these candle
and
hack videos.
I said, oh, Carly, like I really want to try this. This seems like really interesting.
Yes.
It's basically like a hack where you put like a wick around a toilet paper roll, so the wick is spiraled,
Yes.
and then it will burn spiral.
Yes, and it's also hollow. It sounds
Yeah.
great, right?
Look at that. Yeah, isn't it pretty?
Look how wonderful this is. And it looks easy. It looks like something that anyone could do. It's a fast hack. These guys lie most of the time.
Yes.
But not all the time.
Yes.
But this is actually what we've been able to get from this, because it's basically impossible to like have a like fully sealed chamber. See, as you can see, it's flooded in, so that it is actually hollow. And then you can't extract. This is, I think, from a Pringles can.
The Pringles can.
This is why our apartment is covered in Pringles right now. Is that it's been tried multiple times. That's one. You can't get it out of it either.
Yeah. So basically, we
Yeah.
tried it multiple times. Carly tried even hot gluing down this toilet paper roll, so no wax would end up in the center, but still didn't work for some
And then
reason.
Carly tried this strategy
which was a glass thing, so
with
not
a shot glass.
not a not paper.
Yeah. And so, but I think the answer is you can't get this thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So, yeah.
Here's the truth: is that I'm sure that someone somewhere can make a candle that functions like that, but whatever, like 5 Minute Crafts or whoever it is, Blossom, whatever they showed was just so far from how you actually have to do that we could not make it work.
So basically, if I feel like, just tried a lot of these hacks live, they would end up like this. Like they're all of these hacks are extremely, and of course, a third of them would be hacks that take like 45 minutes to an hour themselves. So yeah, that's just sort of that's why we have Carly as our resident all things candle expert. Which is why I'm going to try to rope Carly into more candle content down the road.
Carly's like, please no.
I think that Carly's
Please
not
no.
happy about it.
Something
Yeah.
I noticed rewatching that hack is that it doesn't say a wick, it says a string.
You think that the string is the
No,
thing that
it's
will
not.
unlock all the hidden potential?
It's just confusing to me.
Yeah.
Interesting. That means it'll burn fast. Ooh, I don't know actually. I think it'll burn faster then.
I think that was the idea.
All right. Here is some more things. Maybe I can twist this also. I don't know. We'll see.
There's a lot of opinions right now, Carly, about your monstrosity over here.
That's fair.
They're saying we should put hot water into the shot glass, and maybe we can release it.
Oh! Oh my god, everything's going wrong.
I think we need to burn those pasta makers as an effigy. I feel like they've become some kind of like,
Bad vibe.
Yes, exactly. It is what is an evil eye? The opposite. Instead of warding away evil spirits, it's bringing them in. Which I think makes
try
sense. Because we are blaspheming the concept of pasta with it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like all of, What's going on there?
Sorry, Radnor Valley.
You might
Sorry,
need to,
concept of Halloween.
like,
Reheat
get-
up the water.
Yeah, more water.
Yeah.
Okay, let's I want to try this hot water thing.
What you could do,
This one?
that big water one over there, you
Yes.
can just melt that or put that in the microwave for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
3 minutes.
yeah.
That's hot. All right, Safiya, can we put this in?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to
Make the egg white.
I was gonna try to figure out some kind of like play on the concept of zombification. I'm gonna Dr. Frankenstein, Carly's dead craft over there.
Oh.
Right?
Is the wax still wax? Oh, it's up in front.
Yeah.
You might have to put the wax in for a hot second first.
Okay.
Ah.
Ooh. You know what's I think has been the one of the things causing so many problems in this is that as I've had loose wax around, I keep on rubbing it in my hands. Just I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of it, and now my hands are slick. They're waxed.
I'm sorry.
I'm like Paris Hilton in House of Wax.
Actually, could you just like stir that one up? Do you think that one's?
Which one is this thing? Is this for the?
That's your egg whites.
Oh yeah. I think it could gel. I think it can move.
It can pour.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah, let's do it. What are we using? Do we want white or are we just going straight in?
I think we go straight on this.
Okay.
There's more wax paper if you just want to on the left.
All right, Sue's chef is coming in for wax paper. Where is it?
It's under. It's on that.
It's right here, Ty.
Yeah. I had no words to describe where it was.
Carly is just prioritizing all brain power towards candle hacks. Here we go. Coming in. Okay. Oh, you want to pour away? And then I just drop this on. But we need the wick.
Huh?
We need the wick, right? John Wick, damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Carly, will you replay the egg hack for the good people so they can have some?
I feel like since the yolks have messed up, I've been very disoriented.
Yeah, no.
All right, so that part failed, but Carly made one for us.
Yes.
So now we are going to wick it and put the egg white.
Should I put the wick? Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, like this, right?
Wick in like this, and then make the egg white and then put it on?
Let's do it.
Sure.
No, because the thing is you want the wick to still get slightly under here so that it will.
Right. So we need to make it and then skewer the egg white along with it.
No. Here's what I would do.
Okay,
Ready?
let's do that.
But
Guys,
you
here.
can also just like hold it and pour around it if that's what you want.
I believe you guys are too close to this because of your production meeting. So you have too many. So I'm able now to adapt on the fly here. So here in my muscle relaxant clairvoyancy here, what I'm going to say is I'll hold it like this. You pour, then I'll drop.
All right.
See that?
What?
I want to hold it up.
Yeah.
You pour around it.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Pour around. I can't pour around.
Just pour, and I'm gonna weasel my way in there. Oh, that looks
Dude,
like.
it is not liquid enough.
I can
It's
just
not
drop it-
liquid
I
enough.
can just drop it in.
No.
Yeah, I would.
Nope.
I would put it back in the microwave.
No, it
for
is
like
not liquid enough right now.
15 seconds.
That's what your egg whites look like.
It is not.
That's not okay. Okay. then
Damn
I'm
you,
not-
Tyler. That's the only yolk we have left.
Okay, sorry, my bad. See, we started with so much wax on our table,
And
and
it
this
was
is where
so
we are
little.
now. Yeah. Hey, Molly Nelson says I agree with Tyler.
All right, so that's the water for this.
Yes.
So let's make more of this.
What about for this?
I have more water.
Even more water.
Even more water.
Okay. So we're going with that.
Yes.
Oh, you're doing that for. Oh, I didn't even
Yeah,
realize
we're
you were trying
confused
to
over
do
here,
that.
Safiya.
Oh,
Okay.
no?
Yeah, just you can go with that. That's
Okay.
Yeah. I thought we had abandoned those guys. Oh. All right. Leave a little for me.
I have a whole nother thing of water.
Just a little, yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, come on. You got some. I only need a shot glass right here. Hey, give it to me.
I didn't even realize you were doing that.
I'm going for a rogue hack here, guys. Okay, here we go. This is why we do live content. You never know what's going to happen. All right, so we're going to let that heat up.
Wow.
Maybe that will give us a little wiggle room.
What's happening?
Okay, so I would throw
Re-
that in there
reheat
for like
it.
15 seconds maybe.
Great.
Yes.
I'm gonna try an even 30. Sorry, Carly, but it's pretty solid all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It was liquid and pourable, and then the amount of time we took to strategize, it wasn't.
Okay.
That's
It
what
was like
happens.
it was ready to go, and then it wasn't.
That's fair.
That's what they say about candle hacks. You take the eye off the ball for a second. You know? That's what happens. Sorry. This is a lesson. This was a lesson about the Pringle can hack. That is why we have so many Pringles all over the place.
It's true.
Yes. Okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You want to pour that, or do you want to let that harden a little bit? It's kind of goopy.
I think that I'm gonna. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stir it, and then we're gonna. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This should be enough. Some just got in my eye. It's okay.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm really falling apart. Okay, ready?
I think you're doing great.
Let's try it over there. Let's try it here.
All right, go for it. Go for it. That does kind of look like egg whites. Come on.
Tell me when you think it looks big enough to be an egg white.
Me or Tyler?
I would go
Anyone.
I would go a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Give me 2 more seconds. 1 Mississippi. 2. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah. All right, bring it in. Bring it in for the real thing. All right. I want to get this little string out of there. I don't want that in my candle. Should we add the egg flavorant in?
Oh my god.
Oh, the egg scent? The egg fragrance?
Yeah.
Oh.
Leave it. Leave it.
That could be good.
That could work, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on to
I
your
have high
butts.
hopes.
All right, maybe an egg.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an egg.
Look at this. Look at this, like, hell house of a table. Like, just things sticking out. Like, if you walked into this in a haunted house, you'd be like, this is a terrifying room. They're just scaring people.
I literally
left and
thought
right.
I knew what was happening.
It's like Hellraiser set.
You know, here's the thing. In our main channel video about soap hacks, we had 1,000 fails.
Oh, yeah.
But then we got to the live stream. We knew how to troubleshoot
Yeah.
on the fly, so we did a good job.
But we had such-
the candle hacks, smooth sailing.
blew
Through them. Now when we're here doing them live, it's a disaster.
I think we did highlight how many failures we had also with the soap packs. I mean, almost like one of the darkest, and I use that term lightly, one of the darkest moments of the channel ever was when we messed up our first attempt at the soap art in 2019. Remember?
Yeah, that was pretty
because
bad.
we were like, it was like I had foolishly not bought a backup amount of supplies, so it was like one and done, and we failed, and it was like, I ordered it right away. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. And it was like, yeah, I'll be there in 3 weeks. So we're like, oh my God, so we don't have a video to produce right now. And it was like the only video we had dangling around.
Yep.
So we had to scramble, and that's when we did the Disney bounding video, which was really fun. But
That's why that video exists.
we had to really quickly, okay, what can we do here? Disney bounding seems like a fast one, yeah.
All right, so this is Tyler's attempt at reviving Carly's hack from the dead.
Attempt?
Okay, hold on. Was this clear to the chat what happened? So really quick, Carly, show the people once again what the hack was that we attempted that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But we couldn't figure out how to get the. Well, first of all, the toilet paper thing doesn't work because wax leaks through whether it's hot glued to the bottom or not.
Yes.
I saw people in the chat being like, just hot glue it. Nope, we tried it. Doesn't work. So Carly tried a shot glass because it's glass and it won't leak through. Did work, but we couldn't get the shot glass out. Someone in the chat suggests we add hot water to the shot glass. Suddenly, the hack has been revived. Oh my God.
That's a big time assist from the chat.
Dude, okay, so
That's
this
a biggie.
this is real. This is happening.
Chat FTW.
Okay, egg.
Yeah.
This is not a Franken experiment, but it is an experiment revived from the dead. Experiment revived from the dead. Ice candles. 2 snakes mating. It's 6:03. Okay, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try these one more time.
Yeah.
I think I can do it.
You want to bring it on?
Who?
You want me to?
You want to try one?
Yeah, I wanna
try
try
a
one.
combo.
Yeah.
Whichever one you want. I don't know what
Blue
the
and yellow.
we had like purposeful color combos and then I ruined
UCLA,
everything.
baby.
There you go.
Right?
I'll do orange and purple.
Yeah. Here we go. Twist. Twist. Twist.
Be careful. Be gentle.
Gentle.
One does not simply twist candles easily. Okay, I like in Tyler's how the yellow one has stayed erect, but the blue one is really just wrapping itself around there.
You really playing into that mating imagery?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when you cut back to the wide, my face was like. It's just like.
Okay, yeah, I did not. The yellow one right here is just.
Wow. Worms. What a worm.
Yeah.
Worms. It's worms, everyone. It's worms. All right, I'm gonna try it as well. I think that initial pink one was like pretty good, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get better
This
than
one
that.
is really, really good, yeah.
It's artful, slightly. I don't know what orange and purple is. I guess you were saying it's like kind of Halloween-y.
I think so. Oh.
Yep, that's how it goes, man. That blue one, though, is very bendy. That blue one's been in the water for a long time.
Just like Icarus with his wax wings flew too close to the sun. With this yellow candle, I flew.
Too close to the sun.
Yeah, you know.
Also.
Yeah.
I also did it. Just like Icarus, also me.
Okay. Remember when I did such a great job?
Carly's like, not another one. Anything but that. Okay. Egg, zombie, ice, things. Tyler.
Oh.
Oops, sorry.
Ooh.
Take it away. Do the last one.
The
Our
last one.
hack. So we have one more hack.
Yes, I know what it is.
That,
Oh, I think I do know what it is.
You know
Okay,
what?
let's do it, yeah.
all right, I broke the orange one.
Oh, yeah?
It's okay.
Oh.
Look at the hack.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so you got some stones, some water, some canola oil,
Oh. Is that
Oh,
like
wow,
a purposeful
look at that.
slowdown? That was
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
a
Listen.
little plastic floaty guy,
Yeah.
and
And fire
Oh,
hazard. That has to be a fire hazard. Do you think? The oil just sitting next to a flame?
That's what Tyler said when I was trying it, and I was like, oh.
Right, fire.
yeah, probably.
Let's
But it
just-
turns into a little flame.
Sometimes, just like in a rom-com, sometimes the one you were actually looking for was right in front of you.
Yeah, I broke the orange one while no one was looking, so. Not this. Anything but this. Not anything but this.
Anything but this.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
As Ellie Goulding said, anything can happen. Right? Okay, no. Yeah, okay.
How do we feel about this, everyone?
That's not so bad.
There.
The Tide Pod candle.
It definitely looks nothing like what the hack showed.
No.
But it does look cool.
It really gets your hands slick.
You really, yeah, this is weird.
It's a lot of that. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna grab some marbles down
Why
here.
did the blue one get so small?
I over twisted it big time.
It was
Yeah.
in the water for too long.
Yeah.
It's like literally a trunk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep. Okay.
the first one was the best one, and then we haven't been able to recreate the magic
Are we
again.
putting hot water in there or just
No, just normal water.
any water? Any old water.
Here's
Okay.
here's some water.
What kind of cup am I using for this?
There should be a jar. Yeah, that. And just take the top off.
Okay. Our workspace off.
Don't tell me.
Not great.
I can't hear about it.
Not great. Okay. All right. Some marbles in here.
Now, there are a lot of these floating candle hacks out there in the candle hack world. I would say the candle hack world is a little bit less built out than the soap hack world.
Yeah.
But there are a fair amount of floating candles, I think, because this might work. However, the idea of it being a fire hazard seems like a valid
Knock
concern.
wood on that one. You can't.
That's true.
Yeah. Come on.
Don't worry, I still have one more in the water, just in case.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Saf.
Just a single one in the water.
Okay. How many do you think I should put in here? That seems like a nice little aquarium vibe.
That looks good. I like these glass things.
Yes.
That's my favorite thing on the table so far.
Okay.
Water.
A little water.
I am like literally have only put obstacles in Maddie's way.
Hello.
Only
Maddie.
obstacles.
Okay.
Perfect.
Incoming.
Water.
Water?
Water.
Why even put the canola oil in there? That's what I'm wondering.
I think it's supposed to provide a fuel source.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, micromanaging. Sorry. I'm doing a bad job this stream, and yet I'm still micromanaging.
No. Don't sell yourself short on the ice thing.
That was so long ago. I was a different person then.
All right. Ready? Incoming canola oil.
Oh, see, it is a cool shot, I'll say. I get why they want to show that off.
Okay.
It looks cool. Even more?
Okay. Cool. And now my little topper, right?
Yes.
Where is that?
There's a plastic cup right there, and you have to cut the bottom out.
Oh, I gotta cut it out. I got a little scalpel down here.
Scalpel.
And by scalpel, I mean one of these things.
Exacto knife.
An X-Acto knife. Yes. All right. Okay. Are we going string on this one?
Can you show us how to do it again, Carly? This part.
Yep.
we cut the bottom out and then we cut like a little hole in it.
Should I do it on the top like this?
No, pause. Okay. Oil. Then you cut down the side. Oh.
They did the jump cut thing.
I just sort of.
What? Oh. Yeah, watch out, Ty.
Why? Because I'm going to cut myself?
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, that would be bad. Why? As he wields this knife undexterously.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
Heads up, heads up.
Oh.
Okay. Wasn't as fast as the jump cut, but it happened. And then I gotta get a hole in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
With what? The exacto
The
knife?
thing you were just using.
But how?
Just like.
But why?
But why male
Just like
models?
twist it.
Are you
don't
serious?
have to really do much, but like.
Oh. And then for the wick, how do we do this again?
What I use just one of the other ones actually, and then
Oh,
I
the
cut-
metal ones?
And I cut it.
Got it.
Any old wick?
Oops.
Yeah, I just cut the metal part off.
There it is. This is all the defense we need to avoid a fire. This is gonna definitely like melt the plastic. All right. You wanna?
It's just it needs it a little wider.
You need to shish it a little more.
I need a little more shish.
Yeah.
More sheesh.
Sheesh.
Okay, so
There
now
we
that
go.
it's through, I cut the metal part off.
Yeah, I mean, I just used the tip of it.
Oh.
Here we go.
Why do I feel like I'm doing?
Well, let me drive here a little bit off. I feel like the eggs have really taken a toll on
There's
you.
also scissors. You don't have to use the exact.
Okay, yeah. Scissors are.
Here you go.
For cutting the wick.
Okay, so you leave this thing how long? Like that? That? Okay. Drop this guy in, right?
I mean, you can cut it way shorter.
Let me get it in first.
Oh, that looks kind of good.
It's
No, no,
sinking.
no.
It's sinking.
Mayday.
It's sinking.
It is sinking. Mayday. It's sunk. We've sunk. How did that go so bad?
Yeah, that did not go well.
Is there too much oil?
I don't.
You know what?
This is the only one that worked for me the first time I tried it.
Okay,
so
let me try one more time. I have an idea.
Do you want me to try and make that dry?
What I think it might be, maybe, is that it was a little too not well cut.
Really?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You can cut it out and then use scissors to make it smaller, maybe.
You think it was too heavy?
I don't know.
Chat. Almighty chat. What do you think? Maybe there was too much of a hole in the middle, honestly. You know what
You
I'm saying?
think then I mess it up?
I think they might have been too wide in the middle.
I should just retire. I'm just doing such a bad job
I
today.
think that because it might have let too much in the middle. Maybe. I don't know. With that deep breath there.
I'm like gonna cry.
Why?
I'm just not doing a good job.
No, you're doing a good job. Oh, here we go. Let me just see if this will float first.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's the float test.
Oh,
Okay.
they can't see, but it's floating.
I'm not sure it's floating well, though. Just to be fair. What it is, definitely, is that maybe the wick was additional weight that pulled it down.
All right, let's
So
try and
maybe
get a little
Carly's
tip
point
off
is
of
right.
it.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too heavy.
Just
tiny
a little
wick,
sliver.
tiny wick. Yeah.
Tiny wick.
That's what people are saying. Yeah, right?
Give a scissor. Here, I have the scissors.
That just jumped in the water.
All right.
Here you go. Okay, cool.
Nope. Can't. Nope. It's all going in the water.
Okay, great. You ready?
Try it.
Soft the chat is worried about you.
I'm worried about me, honestly. We've just been like editing for like 25
Okay.
days in a row, and I'm just failing at these candle hacks so bad, and I'm not doing a good job.
Really? I would say we were doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that really, I think we've been playing with house money ever since I saved Carly's.
That was a miracle. That was truly a breakthrough.
Yeah. Oh shit. I mean.
See, the problem is the wick doesn't fit through the dude.
No, you're right. You're right. It should just be a smaller wick in general. We should use your skewer method. So I think your skewer method
Here,
was
I have this.
the right one.
This wick,
You want to use that?
which in the candle hacks video people thought was just string.
Oh, did they? I thought we said
Yeah.
it was wick.
People, I think I must have cut that sound bite. So people were like, well, the reason the wick thing, the branches were so thin is because you were just using random string.
Well, that's not true.
But it's
Here we
wick.
go. Here we go. Get that wick. Okay.
Oh, that worked.
Okay.
But you already widened the hole, didn't you?
No, not that much though.
Okay.
All right, let's cut this off. Here.
Tell me where you want it cut
Wherever,
off. Here?
Right there, sure.
Go.
All right, ready?
Go forth and prosper.
What am I trying to say here? Hold on to your butts, people. Oh.
Did it go straight to the bottom? Here, let me try and wipe it off.
No.
Okay, I'll stop. I won't get involved. Oh, okay. All right, light it.
To be fair, how much oil is on the wick currently? Just wondering.
A lot.
Will it explode? When we
I
It's not
knock
gonna
don't
it?
explode. It's just
Will it
gonna-
just spit some oil out?
Maybe.
All right, stand back.
There's only one way for us to find out. Okay. So, after all that,
Let me. Oh,
what are we doing here actually? So,
do we actually have all of ours done?
Yeah, you just have to get those out of the cups.
Okay, so here we go. Here they are.
oh, we gotta get them out of the cups though.
Twisted candle,
You want me to-
egg.
The egg looks excellent, actually. I know that we didn't make it, but it looks solid.
Mostly Carly's egg. Oh, I'm
Yes.
putting them off the table. Egg,
Yeah, it looks good.
resurrected hack, and then here, let's get the ice out of these two, and then we'll have all of our hacks
How do
done.
we do this? How do we do this?
I don't. Here's a bowl.
That big bowl, yeah. So I just upended it and it came out.
Okay.
There's still ice in there though, so it's just gonna be a lot of.
All right, ready? Here's the flip. Flip, Philadelphia.
Oh!
My hand is wet.
That kind of worked.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
There is one more cube in there.
There is like a trapped
I
ice
want to
cube.
leave it in there because I don't want to like force it out. You know what I'm saying?
Here, for the wet ones.
Yeah. All right, ready? Heart.
Yes.
Duh.
Oh,
Oh.
crap. Okay.
There you
It's
go.
fine.
Ready? Part two?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh. Please. Please, sir. That was the skewered one?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh.
Hello. Candle out.
Well, interestingly enough, now that this one's come out this way, we could put the wick in the other way.
Yeah, we could.
That's what I did.
This thing is really cracking though. Hold on. Look at this side.
Uh-oh.
Look. This guy is like the T-1000 Terminator when it got frozen with the liquid nitrogen.
It looks like a coral reef.
It
Oh,
does,
it does.
kind of, yeah.
All right, ready? Here's a wick.
We're from underwater. Okay. This thing is very delicate.
Oh, shiz.
What, is that falling apart?
No,
too? Here,
no,
stop.
it's just
Yeah.
falling over. It's
Here
not
you go.
falling apart necessarily.
There you go. You want to stick it through?
Yes. Here's the wick.
Oh! That was not you. That was just the
Here it is.
Well, we learned a lot here today. Okay, no, actually, let's hang in there because we actually, despite that one, that was our backup Saf.
That's true. We had a
Okay.
second one.
Yeah.
We have this one, which is still alive, but it is falling over on its
Where
own.
do we want to put these candles for us lighting them? Because I think right
Probably
onto our
onto
table
the
is not
the
good.
wax paper.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's get her heads up.
There is another.
There's
wax
one more
paper
wax
down
paper
there.
down there. All right, coming up. Hello. All right, you want to bring that down?
Should I? Or you want to leave it on there?
No, here. Hold this real quick for me. I'm gonna pick these guys up. I'm gonna move them down just so we have more space.
Back in the water.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay,
What?
you good?
No.
Safi, it's good. We're doing a good job here.
No, it's honestly it's just a bad day, you know.
No, it's not. It's okay.
Okay.
Probably have to trim that wig.
Oh.
All right, here, heads up.
Should we?
Here,
Or should we just let it be?
Saf, you've carried the load on the stream. You hang out. I'll handle anything else that falls apart will be my fault going forward here. Don't worry about it, okay? You want to be the bring the lighter in so you can
Sure.
test them
I'll
out?
take some of the glory.
Yeah, you take the glory.
/ I'll take the heat of the oil as it sprays out of our glass jar.
Okay.
God.
You ready to? Well, actually, I can do it too if you want. It's up to you.
Well, the only thing is I'm gonna need you to hold this one.
Okay.
You don't have to hold it the whole time.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't stand on its own.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
Oh, you
All right. So here, let's
this is
start
like the
off.
Olympic torch.
Let's start off with this one. Nothing's really gonna happen,
Yeah.
but it exists.
Yeah.
Yay! Here is our ice candle hack.
This is how, and for anyone saying, hey, isn't that a wax hazard? The truth is that is how they present it.
A wax hazard.
Like it's a fire hazard. I mean, you just have like a wax, it's like it's tilting over and stuff, but that is how they like light
Oh,
it.
will there be dripping wax?
Yes, exactly.
But we will not be leaving these candles to burn unsupervised whatsoever.
No.
These candles will not be burning after this stream.
All right, which one do you want to hit next?
Let's do. Oh, she's talking to me. I think it's because there's so much water on her.
Yeah.
Let's do the egg.
Yeah, that one's gonna go out.
Oh my god, because it's so wet.
Yeah, don't worry about it though.
That's okay, because
We'll just relight
honestly, we're supposed to trim it more.
it. Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Coming
Here's the egg.
in.
Yay, an egg! And in the background, I'm going to relight this one.
Oh yeah.
I think our wicks were a bit long to start, but that's okay, because now we have more fun melting time before the wax actually melts.
Yeah, see the problem with these candles is that you don't really want to melt them.
All right, so
You know?
here's Carly's spiraled wick hack, candle hack, that we
Yeah.
didn't do, but, you guys will still get to see. Great. And
Here,
then
I'll
here,
take this one. I'll take this one
Why?
because I was the one that drenched.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the wick. I drenched it, so I'll get the splashdown if it's gonna pop. Oh, that does not look like what I want to be doing. Okay. Yeah, I am not. Yeah, here. That one never happened. We had 4 hacks. Yep, that's 4 hacks, right? This one is if you guys want to see real quick on this cam, the plastic like covering.
Oh, the plastic went inside.
Is
The
like
plastic has been
sinking
submerged.
big time. So yeah,
Yep, the plastic has been submerged.
that is not safe. I'm gonna put that down. Cool idea, dangerous hack, and I'm just gonna put that over here so it doesn't spill canola oil all over our rug. You want to light this?
Yes.
It's kind of like the Olympic torch.
You know what it does look like is the I was gonna call it a worm. You know the thing that's on like the hospital insignia?
It does look like that thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the double snake thing.
For some reason, I think it's a worm. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
2 lovers divided from one another.
These guys are not divided. They
Yeah,
are
they're-
very all over each other.
They're intertwined.
They are the
What's the
model
opposite of divided?
They're doing this.
Excuse me, sir. There we go.
The other thing is that in the hack there was only 1 wick, so I really
Oh.
don't know what they were up to.
Carly, show us. Oh my God, do you see this?
It's the water.
Are these trick wicks? Oh, it's the water. Okay. While this happens, Carly, you can show us the whole hack because it's short, right?
Yeah.
Carly says there is something fishy in this hack. All right. They twist them together, and then there's 1 wick. You're so right.
That is insane.
There's only 1 wick. Oh, they're such liars. Here we are besmirching their name once again.
I think they're saying
I once again ask you 5-minute
Caduceus
crafts.
is the name of the 2 snakes intertwined, is what people are saying.
Is it 2 snakes intertwined on the hospital insignia?
I think it
Or
is.
is it like 1 snake on like a stick? Snake on a stick.
Sounds like a rare delicacy.
There we go.
Here you go.
Yeah. There they are. That is also. Oh, Tyler, you're getting hot wax on you. Are you
Not
gonna be
yet.
okay?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this on here. If I just put this in here
Sure. Why not?
into this wet cup.
Wet cup.
I was leaning over this.
Love
one.
it.
Yay!
Looks really good.
Yeah. You did a really good job, guys. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So these
What
are
do-
our candles, and they are lit.
What do people think?
Well, people are worried about you, Saf. Okay? Because I think that you're taking this a little hard. These are 5-minute craft candle hacks. They are not done with rigor and care, and they have no instructions. Despite Carly's many attempts and expertise, there's only so much that we can. I think Carly was like pretty confident we were going to go 1 for 4.
I was.
We added a 5th one on that Carly had no faith in either. And the one that Carly said was going to work failed horribly. And that was also the one I did. So all the other ones actually are doing quite well. I have seen many candles that look like this sitting on our kitchen counter. And I believe that's from numerous attempts by Carly to get the ice out. So that one's doing pretty well.
Actually, the egg looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good.
Yeah.
This one is not quite burning in a circle yet. But that's what I was worried about when I first pitched it to Carly anyway, that it wouldn't we wouldn't have enough time to see it. Because definitely when they show it burning in a circle, it's like time lapse,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast.
No, I don't really need to do the hacks well. I think it's more just you know.
You've been editing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We extracted Safiya. It's not even that it's been necessarily, I mean, I don't know, I feel like you've been editing a fair amount. I don't know if it's been necessarily a bad day, but you definitely were plucked from the editing clutches right here to try 5-minute craft hacks. It's not really like a easy vacation from diligent work. It's more like it's out of the frying pan and into the fire, which is a chapter in The Hobbit.
And then
Lord of the Rings. Coming full circle.
Back into the burning oil. There.
Yeah, exactly. Right, oh yeah. Yeah. Back into the skillet.
Yeah.
Deep fried stuff. No, listen, I think that we did learn a lot today.
Yes.
Okay. One is that the candle hacks are potentially the spawn of Satan.
Yeah,
they're really
hard.
tough. They're very difficult. And their instructions are very meek.
Yeah.
I think that we did get wrecked when we did our soap hacks originally, and we did skirt by. That's really the lesson, is that we skirted by on the candle hacks, and they're not to be trifled with.
I agree.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add to it?
I was pretty impressed by the twisting candle hack, even though theirs is definitely fake.
Yeah.
I thought we actually got a pretty decent result.
Yeah.
1 out of the 8 times we tried it. And I think that this ice candle hack's actually not a bad idea. Clearly the chat, when they suggested to put the wick in first, had the right idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I saw one comment that I think was good. It said Safiya's going through adrenaline burnout. I think that is true, because I think that when when you're really hype, when things are going well, you're riding that wave of adrenaline, and then often is the case. Let me tell you, many a late night trifling with these hacks that we've just gone oh well, we just hit a wall. That's not happening. So yeah. But I think that, listen, this one, Carly, this one is going to kind of work, I think. It's going to burn around that circle. That's going to be cool. This guy is looking real good, actually. There's a nice little Gudetama dynamic in that it's kind of going in, and it's melting inwards first.
I think the egg looks good.
The
only thing is, I somehow, when I poured those yolks in, I think I over-poured them. I caught the mechanism of the scooper.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to automatically come out, and I just covered that part in wax.
Oh, no. I think that one...
The blade.
That might be a little bit that might not be the best way to do that, because those scoopers are already finicky. I have a hard time getting ice cream out of them, let alone hard wax. So maybe we missed the window a little bit in terms of when we could flip it. But
yeah.
But then you go too early, you get wax all over the table. So anyway, this is where we're at. Let's see what the chat thinks about our work. They all think it looks good here. People are pretty positive about our candle, Safiya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think we did a good job. This one wrecked. And these guys, are these in here for a grand finale twisting, or are you just...
No.
They're punished. They're being pickled. That's a pickle jar. Yeah.
No, the water's not even warm anymore. There's no way we could twist these. Yeah, I think I just put them back in. I just put them back in.
Yeah. Well, anyway, listen. We do this every week. Things like this, they usually go about this well. So if you guys like this stream, if you want to smash that like button, again, we have a main channel video coming out.
Yes.
We do TikToks. I think we can show our social media. We have Instagram, where we do our Instagram posting. Maybe we might have been posting related to our upcoming video.
That's true.
We have Reels there. We are doing TikToks. We're doing YouTube Shorts too. So if you don't like TikTok, you don't like Instagram Reels, but you like YouTube Shorts,
we do have that.
It's
now.
a very different product than those two.
I think
It's
actually
very
the only people that we've told about our YouTube Shorts is the live stream.
You guys were in this.
We have literally not promoted it anywhere else.
Shorts Club.
I haven't said anything to
you
anyone.
guys, the audience of the live stream, you like an hour and a half of us messing with candles, and you like a minute of us doing shorts contents.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one or the other right there. But yeah, we have the main channel video coming out this weekend. We hope you guys like that. We'll ask you guys what you guys think next Tuesday. It should be a good time. But yeah, that's what we got, and we'll be here next Tuesday, 5 p.m., doing it all again. Right, Saf?
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I'm okay.
Okay.
No, that's meant to be like I'll be okay.
You know what? Melissa Jacobs says Soph needs a nap. Soph needs a nap.
Do I need a nap? Maybe.
Maybe
you're right.
I don't know what you need.
I need a nap and a coffee.
You need to walk around the block.
A downer and an upper.
There you go. Okay.
Maybe at the same time.
So we will see you guys in the next
Next
one.
time.
Next time.
One.